Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Gigi. So we're now going to be solving the Feb March 2025 Cambridge IGCSE ICT, and we shall be starting with the document production part. This is the 2025 paper, so please follow along as we try to solve it. All right, so we have been supplied with the following source files. These are the source files. And of course, task one is the evidence document. I already created the evidence document because I was using it for other tasks of this paper. So, but you must put your name, center number, and candidate number in the header of the document. All right. I think since you've been following these videos, you know how to exactly do that. And then you're supposed to save it as an evidence, followed by your candidate number in your work area. Like I told you before, I like creating my work area whereby I'm able to save all my work in there. So it's easy for me to locate and also when I'm printing out. So you can follow the same procedure or you can use whichever you like using. All right, so let's go straight to the question. Task 2, document. You're going to edit a report for a seed retailer. They use a corporate house style for all their documents. Paragraph styles must be created, modified, and applied as instructed. All right, so using suitable software, open the file M2521 document. So I'm going to go ahead and open that document from my source files here. There you go. Then I'm told the page setup is set to A4, portrait orientation with 2 centimeter margins. Do not make any changes to these. So I'm told not to change anything here. Okay, that is that. But I can go ahead and look through the document and see what it is all about. I can actually even go ahead and check if there are any page breaks in this document. I can click this icon right here and then it will show me if there are any page breaks. Well, so this document doesn't have any, so it is fine. I can go ahead and remove it. Now back to the question. Uh, 3 paragraph styles have been created and 2 have been applied to the document. Do not make any changes to these. Okay, fine. Save the document in your work area with the file name crops. So it means we're just going to go ahead and save this as crops in our work area. So mine is just out here. Then the name is crops. And I have to save it as a Word document because that is the software I'm using for this task. So save it. Can click that. Then place in your evidence document a screenshot to show this file has been saved. Make sure there's evidence of the file type. So evidence of the file type is the Microsoft Word document because it's a software you're using to do this task. So I'll go to my work area, my evidence document right here in step 1. Then I'm going to locate my work area where I stored my document. Here it is. So I can go ahead and get a screenshot of that. Let me just capture this line only right here, or I could actually expand this so that I'm able to see the file format. Okay, so I'll capture this right there. Okay, that is fine. I can go ahead and I paste it right there. Okay, that is very, very fine. All right, moving on. Place in the footer of the crops document your name, center number, and candidate number left aligned. So we're putting our name, center number, and candidate number in the left, uh, that is in the footer, but on the left hand side. So you must know if it is the header or footer. So you're told you're supposed to put that in the footer, but on the left. So I'll go here. You can use the insert and then you choose head and footer. I'm choosing footer this time round. And let me use blank 3 columns, or you can use this search here and then you get what you're looking for. So on the left, I'm told to put your name, center number, and candidate number. So I'll put my name there, center number, and then candidate number, like that. Anything else? Automated page numbers on the right. So on the right here, I'll click this current position, plate number 1. I don't think there's anything in the center, so I'll go ahead and eliminate that placeholder. Okay, so that is done. Make sure all the alignments match the page margins. No other text is included in the footer area, and the footer is displayed on all pages. So yes, the footer will be displayed on all pages, as you can see, and there's nothing else in there. So you can double click anywhere in the document to deactivate the header and footer section. All right, so let's move on to number 3. Create and store the following style, basing it on the default normal paragraph style. So some students tend to forget this when you're creating a style, and then you'll be losing a mark. So you have to make sure that the style you're making is based on the normal paragraph style, not based on the current styles that are already existing there. So you have to be careful with that. Now, the style is called CR subhead. That is the style setting. So when I'm creating my style, I make sure that my cursor is blinking in anywhere in the document in space so that it does not affect any text in the document when I create the style finally. All right, so I always do it here. Then I'll click styles. Then I create a style. Or you can use this style list and then create a style with this. So whichever you want to use is totally fine. All right, so styles, create a style. So the style name is called CR subhead. So CR dash then subhead like that. Then I can go ahead and click modify. Now, as you can see, style based on the body. So I'll need to change that to normal. All right, like that. Okay, so don't forget that. It's the first thing you do. Then sans serif is going to be Arial. That is fine. Font size is 14, so change that to 14. Left aligned, that is on the left. Bold and italic, so bold, italic right there. Then single line space, 0 and 10 spaces after. All right, so format paragraph, single line spaces, but then I'm told it is 10 spaces after, 10 point space after. So instead of 6, oh, that is not 12. Let me just change that to 10. There you go. However, before it is 0. And then I'm also told take a screenshot to show that you have defined the setting for the CR subhead style. Make sure that there is evidence that you have based the style on the default normal. Very, very important. And then you can go ahead and place that in the door in your evidence document. So this is what they're going to mark. So you can click OK here. So this is what they're going to mark. The first mark is going to be here, and the rest of the marks are going to be coming from the settings you gave that style. So I can go ahead and take a screenshot of this. Uh, can capture this right here up to somewhere there. I can click OK, and then that will go to step 3 of the evidence document. So where's my evidence document? There we go. So step 3 right here, and I paste my screenshot right there. Make sure your screenshots are very, very visible. Okay, so next, the style name CR table has already been created and applied to the table in the document. So basically it means that our table in the document, which is right here, already has a style. So if I select it using the small icon up here, it can help me select the whole table, and I check on the styles, you see that the CR table is applied onto it. That's what they're telling us in the question. So modify the CR table style so only the following formatting is applied. So we're going to make a change to the already existing style onto that table, and it must change according to this formatting we're going to apply it to. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to click here. I'm going to right click the table, the CR table style, and then I select modify. Okay, so nothing changes here, normal, whatever, whatever there. And then, however, I'm going to change serif because serif is Times New Roman. So the font size is going to be Times New Roman, represented by serif. Remember, Arial is sans serif. Times New Roman is represented by serif. Don't forget that, people. All right, so this is Times New Roman. So I'll press enter to activate that. And then the font size is 10, so change that to 10. Then alignment is center, it's already centered. Enhancements is italic, so there we go. Single line space, no space before and no space after. So format, paragraph, no space before and no space after. And it is a single line space. So click OK, and then there you have it. So you can go ahead and take a screenshot of this, but you have to show this um, title right here, modify style. So yeah, take a screenshot to show you have modified the CR table style and place that in your evidence management one. I think evidence 4. All right, so get my screenshot. I have to show this modify style. Then now get only that area. Some people tend to get all this. It is okay, but I like to stop here. Then I can click OK, and you can see something has changed on the table. All right, so I'll put that right here. There we go. Don't, it should be fitting there. So let me make it a bit smaller. There you go. Yeah. Okay. Moving on. Add the text by followed by a space and your name after the title. Global crop report at the top of the document. For example, global crop report by a name by a candidate. So up here, okay, we'd add the word by. Uh, yeah, by followed by a space, your name, just that, followed by a space and then your name. All right. So by, then you can put your name right there. All your full names. Always put your full names. Okay, there you go. So this is okay. That was one mark. The style CR head has already been created and stored. Apply this style to the title Global Crop Report and the text you entered in step 5. So basically, this whole sentence right here is going to have a style CR head. So select it like that, go to styles, and then give it that style. There you go. This is also done. Apply a bulleted list to the text from fungi to the animals themselves. So let's first look for that. Oh, it's right here. This is the text. So we're going to apply a bulleted list. Okay. Now, which type of bullets? Okay, we're not told which type of bullets, so we're going to choose any. However, the bullets are aligned to the left margin. The list is in a single line space with no space before after each line. There is a 6-point space after the last item. So you're not being told to do any indentions. You're just going to do it normally. So I'll select that. I'll go to my bullet list here. I can maybe choose this. Okay. Then I'm told the bullets are aligned to the left. So of course they're to the left, but if you want to be so sure, some people tend to do this, so they really align to the left. So this is also fine. You can just use this section here of the tab or decrease indent, it goes to the left. Okay. Then the list is in a single line spacing with no space before after each line. So you select the text, single line space. You can click this small icon to go to the paragraph section. So single line spacing, no space before after. So single line spacing here, no space before and no space after. So it eliminates the spaces that was between these bullets here. All right, then there's a 6-point space after the last item. So this is the last item and this is the next paragraph. So a space is needed between this and here. So you can click at the end here, go to paragraph, look for your spacing right there, and then you can put it on after. So as you can see in your preview, there's a space going to be created right there. So if I click OK, you see that the 6-point space has been applied, almost the same as the one up there. Okay, that is done. Identify the 6 subheadings in the document and apply the style CR subhead you created in step 3. to each of these. So remember, in step 3 here, we created the CL subhead style, also took a screenshot. Now it's time to apply that style to the document. So I identified the 6 subheadings. So the subheadings should be, I think one is here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yes, those are the 6 subheadings. All right, so I can do one by one, or I can use the control button to select all, but let's just do one by one. So this CR subhead, there you go. This one as well. Uh, Climate change. This one too. Okay, and then conclusion. There we go. All right. So that is the CR subhead style applied to the 6 subheadings. Then, so this is also done. Select the subheading crop diversity and the following text up to and including the paragraph ending plants in our meals. So crop diversity is, I think I saw it somewhere here. Yeah, right here. So they want all that text selected from there up to plants in our meals. So I'm going to select that all the way to where plants in our meals is. Oh, there we go. Stops right there. Okay, so you're telling us after selecting, change the page layout so that only this text is displayed in 2 columns of equal width with a 2 centimeter space between the columns. So it means do not change the width, only change the spacing between the columns. All right, so after selecting this, you can go to layout, you select columns, more columns here, 2. And like I said before, do not tamper with the width. It's an equal width, so do not change it. However, you can change the spacing to 2 centimeters. So I can use this here. Yeah, so because the width is equal, that's why every time you change the spacing, it also adjusts automatically. So do not change anything right here. Always mind your focus here. All right, so click OK. There you go. All right. Now, locate the table in the document. Insert a new row between the crop items, wheat and potatoes, and enter the following details. So let's first locate the table. The table is here. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to first apply the borders. So it's easy for me to know which row and which column this data is. So I'm going to select this small icon right here. I can click this button up here. It's called borders. Then I select it. I choose all borders. So it will show me the hidden borders that were there. Okay. So I've located the table. I'm inserting a new row between crop items, wheat and potatoes. So wheat and potatoes are right here. Now I can use this small plus here, depending on the Microsoft Office version that you have. I'm using 365, so that's why I get this. I think you can also get it, whatever version you have. So I'll click this, and then I'll have a new row right there. So enter the following details. So I have cassava with 3%. So with 3%. There you go. Okay, so that is also done. Apply a light gray 20 to 40% background fill to rows 1 and 2 only. So meaning row 1 and 2, these two right there are going to have a 20 to 40 background fill, light gray. All right, so I'll select them like that. I'll go to this button right here. It's called shading. I'll click the arrow there, and then I'm told it is 20 to 40. So This is, what's that? That's 10. They should be 25. So let me choose that because the next one is darker. That is what? It's too dark. So I'm going to choose this 20 to 40. This should be fine. All right. Format the first row of the table so it becomes a single cell. So it means you're going to merge this cell. It becomes one single. So select it like that. Right click, merge cells. That is fine. Then format the table so that all text in each row displays on one line. So it means you shouldn't be having any text wrap in here. All right. So as you can see, we have a text wrap right here and we still have some space here. So do not extend the rows onto the margin here and also onto the column. Let it remain in the column width. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to position my pointer in the inside border, pull it to the left hand side till I have that. Okay, that is fine. Okay, then this is done. 1 point black internal and external grid lines are displayed when printed. Now, fine, you can see the grid lines right here, but you need to be, they need to be like a bit standing out, okay? So to make sure you do that, select the table. You can right click and go to table properties, all right? You can go to borders and shading. Make sure it is all right here, all meaning the outside and the inside. Then on the width here, select 1, right? Select 1. That's the 1 point width on all the table borders, both inside and outside. So if I click OK, and I click OK right here, that will be visible when you print out. So if you leave it the way it was there before, uh, chances are high you won't get a mark because they're not very visible. So always do as you're told. All right, so my text wrap came back. So just that. There we go. All right, then this is done as well. The table borders and all data fit within the column width. So there we go. Okay. Like I said before, do not extend this there and do not extend this there. Just use the internal border to resize this so that it is on one line. Then there is a 6 point space after the table. So as you can see here, we need the space after the table and the paragraph. So this time around, you're going to click at the beginning of the paragraph right there. Use the small icon or pointer. Now you are going to put your 6 point space on before, all right? Not after. After already has. You're putting it on before. So I'll put 6 here. When I click OK, you see that a 6 point space has been applied. That is how you do that. Okay, so this is also done. All right. Import the image M2521 world crops.png and place it in the paragraph beginning there are more than. Now let's first locate that paragraph. There are more than. Oh, is it this? I think it's this one here. Yeah, that's the one. So we're importing the image M2521 crops. So I'll click here at the beginning. I'll click insert pictures, this device, and I'll browse my image. Should be the same match right here. P2 support. There we go. Insert. Yeah, it's a main stock, right? Okay. So I've imported that. Rotate the image 180 degrees so the stock is in the bottom left corner. So basically, they want this stock right here to be pointing down your bottom left corner. So go and do what you call a rotation. So when a picture is selected, the picture format tab is also active. All right, so I'm going to use this icon right here. It's called rotate. Um, all right, 180 degrees. So I'll click this. Rotate right 90, again rotate right 90, 90 plus 90, that's 180. Okay, there we go. I've done the rotation, and as you can see, the stock is at the bottom left. Okay. Format the image so that it is resized to a width of 2 centimeters and the height of also 2 centimeters. So both the width and the height are 2 centimeters. So what you can do is you can change it from here, okay? Or you can right click and go to picture properties. What I mean is you can right click here, you go to format picture. Is it? Is it format picture? I need picture properties. Where is that? Size and size and positions, yeah. And then I can change it from right there. So 2 centimeters. Now, the reason why it keeps on changing is because the aspect ratio is locked. Now, I've been given the width and the height, so it means I have to uncheck the aspect ratio so I can be able to put in my dimensions without anything else changing. So 2 centimeters right there. That is for the height and also the width 2 centimeters. That should be it. That's right there. All right. So if I click OK, it will resize to that. So that is done. It is aligned to the left column margin and the top of the paragraph starting there more than. So aligned to the left column. Yes, it is aligned to the left column. However, on top of the paragraph, okay. However, they want it to be text wrapped within the paragraph. So make sure it is selected. Go to wrap text. You can choose tight. Yeah, tight is fine. There you go. Some people like using square. It's also fine. Some people like using tight. So I think both of them can do the job. So there's a little bit of difference it does there, the text. If I choose tight, you see that calories, okay, what I see is here, right? This kind of curve right here. But if I select square, it also does that. So I think whichever you want to use is totally fine. Choose tight, you can choose square. So this time now let's use that. Besides, we still have the text wrap applied. Okay, that is fine. Spell check and proofread the document. Okay, I think we'll come to the end of this number. So spell check and proofread. If I scroll up and down, make sure everything is all good. All right, so I have an orphan right here. Uh, yeah, there are no widows or orphans. So, all right. So what I'm going to do, let me first spell check and proofread, then now move along. So I'll go to review. I'll select spelling and grammar, and my spelling shows everything is okay here. All right. So if there was a spelling mistake, I should be seeing some red lines somewhere. Oh, all right. Everything is okay here. What about the grammar? All right. Is it leaves or leave? I don't know if I should be changing that. Let me see. That's fine. Crops. Okay. All right. I don't think I should be changing the grammar. All right. So there we go. All right. There we go. Then that is done. The list and table are not split over two columns. So yeah, it is in one column. It's not split over. That is fine. There are no widows or orphans. So I saw something down here, this one right here. So I need to eliminate it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to select the whole document, Control A on your keyboard. I'll go to paragraph using the small arrow right here. Then I'll select um, line and page breaks. I'll click this widow and orphan control and make sure it is checked. And I'll click OK. So hopefully it has been eliminated. Right now, not like that. So at least it has a couple of text with it, so it's not a widow. So that is how you remove a widow and orphan. Okay, then that is okay. There are no blank pages. I don't have any blank page, do I? Nope, I don't. That is also fine. Original styles are maintained. Yes, the original styles are maintained, both for the body, uh, and the subheadings, and also the title. All styles applied consistently. Spacing is consistent between all items. Yes, it is. Remember, we put a 6 point space here. We put a 6 point space there. No, right here. Yeah, that was that. So everything is fine. All right, so save the document using the same file name and formats used in step one. So remember the step just crop. So all you can do is just click save to save all the changes we've made to the document. And you can print out the document. Now, Control P on your keyboard, that's a shortcut for printing. It can show you how the document is going to look when you finally print it out. So there are 3 pages. All right. Do not squeeze this content onto uh, uh, so you have 2 of them. No, leave it where it is. All right. So we have 3 pages, and you can go ahead and send the command to the printer. All right, so that is how the document production number was supposed to be done in our Feb March 2025 paper 2 question paper. Thank you for now. See you in the next one.